this is teaching the word yard. So I think you can get an idea. This is outlined by a rope. Now, I can tie the dog up here, which makes it real easy in here, but in your yard, you can put a stake in the ground and you can work around it. The rope is set up so it's a visual. Now, when we talk about the word yard, front yard, side yard, backyard, okay, to the dog, it's whatever you kind of fence in. So by teaching this dog the word yard, you can put a white piece of PVC pipe, a heavy rope across the doorway when you're having a dinner party, and the dog yard means you don't cross that line. You can put a visual around your Christmas tree, around a swimming pool, around a garden. And when you teach the dog properly, the dog is not to cross that line, ever. Now, people can, but dogs can't. So, we're going to come on in. Hey, guys. So we don't want her, now tell her she's wonderful. Oh, you're wonderful. Okay, so you're going to walk right out, right across there. As you leave the yard, you tell her yard and keep going. Watch out the line. Yard. Good yard.
Good yard.
Now, it's good yard. Now walk outside the yard.
Yard.
Good yard dog. She's a good yard dog, Dave. You better tell her.
Good
oh,
girl.
good yard.
Good yard.
Now you
Good
can
yard.
walk into the yard, pet her, tell her what a good yard dog she is,
Good yard.
and you're gonna walk right out the other side. Oh, what a good yard dog.
Yard.
There you go. Now don't just stand and stare at it. You're talking to the neighbors. Good yard.
Good yard.
Now go over there and talk to somebody. Just
Oh, how are you?
she's in her yard. Hey, you yard dog, you. Good yard.
She thought you said guard.
Yeah. Now that's how a terrier. Now praise your dog. She's doing a good yard. There you go. Now you're talking to somebody else. That's it. Oh, what a good dog. Good yard dog.
Good girl, yeah.
Not good girl. Good yard.
Good yard.
There.
Yard?
Good yard dog.
There you go.
Because remember, when you pet her, you've released the command. So we don't want her, we give her another command. You were right, you gave her a command. So you're walking in and out of there, aren't you?
Yep.
Good yard.
Good yard. Good yard. Good yard. Yard?
Nice.
Good yard. Good girl.
Now, when you're camping, think how nice this is.
Good girl. Good yard. Good yard. Yard?
Nice. Now go sit and share with them. There you go. All right. Now, this dog, if you were at the neighbor's, she shouldn't cross that line. If you're sitting in the, no, don't stare at her. There you go. She needs to just accept this. Good yard. So when you start out doing it, she couldn't compromise this at all because she's stuck in the center. This is where you start. Good yard. Good yard.
Good yard.
She needs to be able to do yard if you're walking near. Yard. Good yard. Or if you walk over, get the mail, go to the neighbors, whatever. It's none of our business. When you teach this, I recommend that you use the flags along with the white line. So in that way, you're using both of them when you're teaching. So the dog gets, because if you were camping, you got flags up, it can be a distance. You run a white line around that until the dog really catches it, you'll have it. Good yard. Now, if she had a bone to chew on, if she had some toys to play with, you can have your picnic. She could stay in the yard, in her yard. Now, with big dogs, this isn't much of a yard. But you can fence, you can make yard so they don't go in the swimming pool, so they don't go in the garden. You can fence them out of it just as well as you can fence them in it. Now the dog understands it. Would we say? She's had 3 successful repetitions, correct? All right, come on back into the yard. And tell her what a good yard dog she is. Yard.
Yard. Good yard dog.
Okay, now that was, back up out of there. Go back by your chair. Okay. Now, when you walk towards her, yard, and then when she's calm, don't walk into her when she's jumping. Okay? Hey, hi, yard. Hey, yard. Nice yard dog. Wait, oh, be easy. 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 Good yard dog. Excellent yard dog. So you want her organized and a little calmer when you come back. Because she shouldn't be waiting to, escape. Good yard. Nice. Yard. Nice yard. Now, if you try to hurry through this process, guaranteed you're going to fail. The dog will not do it. You take your time and you do it, you'll have it. It's hard to do it. You could do it across the garage door. Anything to get the dog used to this. Easy. Good yard. You can do it across the doorway. There's lots of places to practice, even though it's got snow on it. Hi. Oh, good yard dog. There you go. Because if you're over at the neighbors, it's none of her business. Okay. Next step. Alrighty. This is just the start. I know. See? Hey. Easy. Thank you. Oh, I don't want your tummy. Settle. All right, at this point, no, you're in here. You're trained. At this point, I'm a portable post. That's all I am. Okay. You need to praise her.
Good girl. Good girl.
A good yard dog.
Good yard dog.
There you go. Thank you. All right. So now, okay. Now there's 2 people in her yard. All right. So we're gonna walk towards there. You're gonna tell her yard. I'm gonna hang around in here with in the yard. Okay. Isn't that cute?
Oh, yeah. I've been tripped before.
There you go. Okay.
I'm gonna tell her yard.
Yep.
When we
Because
get-
now,
when we go-
as you go out the door,
Okay.
or you're going out of the yard. Okay, right straight.
Yard? Good yard. Good yard.
You're gonna go out the door even.
Okay.
Yard.
Yard.
Now at this point, she knows what you want. Now there has to be a little bit of a correction for her not to challenge it. Okay, come on back in. Now you're gonna come across, you're gonna tell her easy. If she's not easy, we'll remind her. Good easy.
Good easy. Good
There you
yard.
go.
Good yard.
Good
yard.
easy. Okay, we're gonna do that again. You're going any direction, I'm not post.
Yard. Good yard.
Yard. Walk right on around it. The idea is I don't want her on the tight line. Good yard.
Good yard.
Tell her.
Good yard.
No.
Yard.
There. If she starts looking like she's coming, you need to give her a command. Good yard.
Good yard.
Okay, now cut across. Hey, you yard.
Yard. Yard. Good yard.
Yard.
Good girl. Good yard.
Okay. Yard. Good. Okay, come on through. Pet her, tell her wonderful yard dog, and then you're gonna go out the other side.
Yeah, good girl.
Good yard.
Good yard.
Now, you didn't give her a command.
Right,
You gotta remember that when you pet her, that's a release from the command.
right, and that, but she wasn't coming this way, so. I
But
didn't
you
know.
still say
have-
the command.
Right.
So if you didn't say it,
She could, yeah.
you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Good girl.
No,
Good
yard.
yard.
See, good girl, nothing. You're telling her she's good for walking right up this, okay?
All right.
I mean, you have to really make sure if you get back in that yard, kind of thing, right now.
Yard?
Nice.
Good yard.
Tell her, get back in there.
Get back in that yard.
Yard. You gotta be quick with that. See how sneaky she is?
Good yard.
There
Good
you go.
yard.
And you have to make sure they're getting plenty of praise. This is tough.
Yard?
Good yard.
Good yard.
Okay, now say it like the neighbors won't think you're yard.
Yard.
They make it sound serious but not scared.
Good yard. Good girl. Good yard. Yard? Good yard.
Nice. Okay. Good yard.
Good yard.
You have to be quick. If she's starting to test that, because you're kind of an attractive nuisance. You're standing just outside,
Right.
and that's hard. Okay, come on back in. Tell her what a good yard dog she
Good
is.
yard dog. Good yard dog. Yeah.
All right. This is the first big test. All right.
Yard?
Okay,
Good
good.
yard.
Come back and praise her. Good job. Good yard.
Good yard.
Okay, now we're both leaving. Okay. Come on, Ive. Yard. Yard. Good yard. Good yard. Good yard. Give me a second. Good yard. Now, anything you do that requires a little bit of tough love, which is exactly what it is. She's kind of worried about making, so you have to make sure that you're not leaving her down there in the depths. This is a tough exercise. Come on. Yard. Hey, get in that yard. Yard. Thank you. Oh, too smart. That's a problem. Hi, you. What an excellent yard dog you are. So we have to make sure that she knows we appreciate this. There is an element of fear in respect. And that means you don't want to disappoint the boss. Not that she's scared of being hurt. She's not. But she doesn't want to fail to be respectful of her pack leader. So it's approving, but it's a limit. Good. But look at how much more respectful she is because of that. And that's what you need. Good girl. Hi. You ready? You want to learn to be a better yard dog? I thought so. Come on. Yard. Now we have to move around when we teach this, otherwise the dog will do an S-T-A-Y. We don't want that. We want the dog to be able to enjoy itself. Good yard. Pretty cool, huh? Yard. What an excellent yard dog. You get in that yard. You can't give her a pass on it once. Because if you give her a pass once, that's the one she's gonna like. Then we'll play games, won't we? Yeah, you would like to play games. You are one of those dogs. Now, if you would quit moving, I could untangle me. All right. So now, if we want her to come out of this, easy. We have to actually open it up like a gate. I was working with a bunch of kids, foster kids, and there was one little girl that used to come out outside of the class, and she was teaching the dog to stay within the blue line. But how's she going to get out of there? You had to lay a rug or something she could walk on. She taught it right, but it's pretty tough. Easy. Wait. Good yard dog. There you go. Now pet her. Tell her how wonderful she is. Okay, now we're not done yet. All right, now, you're having a dinner party in the cold part of the building. We get the warm. All right, so again, I'm a post. All right, and you're gonna walk, and when you get to that line, you're gonna tell her yard. And you're gonna keep on going. You're gonna leave the door open when you go out. All right, so let me get on this side. So as you can see. All right. Let's move here. Ready? Yep. Go. Good girl.
Yard.
No. You actually can let her walk right up there. Go back and tell her. Now that would scare the neighbors. Okay. Now, you can say, come on, Ivy. Good girl. All right, you're going to walk towards there. And when you go out there, over the thing. Right now.
Yard.
Yard. Okay, come on back. Good yard.
Good yard.
Now right on through, you're gonna pet her on this side of you, yard. Good yard.
Good yard.
Okay, now every time you change this, we have to remind the dog what the word means, because this is different than the first time we taught it. It's a different rope, it's a different everything. Okay, you ready? Okay, now don't be quite, you're not grouchy at her. You're happy. You're going to a dinner party.
Good girl.
Okay. Oh, good yard dog. Yes, good girl. Okay, come on.
Come on.
Okay, ready you go.
Yard.
Time to go. You stay in your yard. Okay, come on back in. Good yard dog.
Good yard dog. Good girl you are.
Good yard dog.
Yeah.
There you go. And you can't cheapen this to good dog, because it's got to be for that. Yeah, she's cute, even if she goes across the line. No. Okay, now this time I'm going to the dinner party with you. Oh my gosh, what a scary thought. You ready? Come on, let's go to the dinner party. Yard. Yard. Now, you can see that she froze where she was. We really don't want her to be stuck there. So you're gonna come this way, or just come away from her, and call her. Hi, I. What a good yard dog you are.
Good yard. Good yard dog. Huh? Good
Okay,
yard
now you're
dog.
gonna try it by yourself.
Okay, Alex, ready? Come
All
on.
right.
Come on. Yard.
But you don't have this unless you have all that other stuff. This is why we didn't back down from the boys. Just come right on, kind of at an angle, and you're gonna, oh, look at how good she
yard dog.
is.
Good yard dog.
Because she has to not be afraid to move. Otherwise, the dinner party's not very fun for her.
Huh?
Okay, just tell her, come on. Isn't that easier than having her pull?
You think?
I know.
Come on, girl. There you go.